Hey, you guys. Norbert and I, can you see him? Are back for another chapter. We'll see if he hangs out with us. He's a little frisky this morning. But we are reading How to Train Your Dragon, the chapter book, and we are on chapter number 2. Let's read. Okay. Let's see, where's chapter 2? There it is. Okay, chapter 2. For the rest of the day, I searched for Raven Point, for the Night Fury. I hit. By the time dusk falls, I still haven't found any sign of the dragon. Some people lose their knife, I muttered. I managed to lose an entire dragon. I hike up a forested hill, heading towards a jagged cliff where a few Vikings ever go. At the top, I'm surprised to find a snapped tree trunks. Past the broken trees is a ravine of the upturned earth. I jump into the ravine and follow the torn up ground. I freeze. At the end of the plowed up trail is a sleek, black dragon huddled deep in the woods. It's not moving. It looks dead. I grabbed my dagger and approached it slowly. The dragon is totally tangled in a bolo rope. My bolo rope. It worked, I gasped. I did it! This fixes everything. Thrilled, I plant my foot on the fallen Night Fury's back leg. I raise my arms triumphantly. I have brought down this mighty beast. The leg twitches. I jump back. The Night Fury doesn't move, but I see the dragon staring at me. Its gaze is cold and steady. I gulp and look away, but I'm drawn back to its mesmerizing eyes. Bound by the bolo rope, the dragon is defenseless. I puff myself up to my full height. I'm going to kill you, dragon, I announce. I'm going to cut your heart and take it to my father. I hold up my sword. I am a Viking. The Night Fury's gaze is steely, but there's a flicker of some profound emotion. It breathes raggedly. I slump my shoulders. The dragon closes its eyes and lowers its head, accepting its fate. I prepare to strike. My hand trembles as I stare at the dragon. It's a magnificent creature, now completely at my mercy. I inhale sharply and I raise the dagger, but then lower it. Oh, I groan. Who am I kidding? The raw wounds the rope chafed into the dragon's black hide looked painful. I did this, I mutter, ashamed. I start to stride away, but after a few stops, I glance back at the helpless beast, making sure no one is watching. I saw through the ropes. The Night Fury watches me cut the tangles. Finally, the last loop falls free. Instantly, the dragon pounces, knocking me to the ground. It breathes hot air into my face. We share a stare for a long, intense moment. The Night Fury roars loudly, preparing to torch me. Then it turns and leaps into the air. The dragon's screech echoes. It flaps its wings. The Night Fury bashes through the tree branches. It slams into a rock and drops off the cliff's edge, disappearing. Breathing heavily, I stand up, weaving. I only take 2 steps before I crumple to the ground and pass out. It's dark by the time I wake up and stagger back home. Dad is waiting for me, stirring the coals in the fire pit with his axe. We have to talk, my father says. I nod. I have to talk to you too, Dad. I take a deep breath. I've decided I don't want to fight dragons. I think it's time you learn to fight dragons, Dad says. You get your wish. You start dragon training in the morning. He holds out a giant axe. I don't take it. I don't want to fight dragons. Yes, you do, Dad counters. Let me say that another way, I argue. I can't kill dragons. You will, my father replies. It's time. This is serious, son. He pushes the axe into my hand. When you carry that, you carry all Vikings with you. You think like us. No more you. Deal? I try and hold the axe up the best I can. It's incredibly heavy. Deal. I sigh. That's the end of chapter 2. Come back tomorrow for chapter 3, okay? What do you think Dad is going to say? What do you think Hiccup is going to do when he's in dragon training? What will happen to the night fairy that was hurt? We have a lot of questions to answer. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, goodbye.